Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So we'll start with cover letters. Are you able to see my screen? All good? So
Yes, sir.
I'll quickly walk you through writing the perfect cover letter. So in our last session, we discussed cover letter is nothing but a proper introductory letter, right? That is not covered in your CV. So it is divided into four aspects. So those four aspects will cover. So why cover letter is important, right? So it's a presentation overview, right? So what is cover letter? So this is what we are going to cover. What is cover letter? What is purpose of cover letter? Formatting, paragraph, things to keep in mind. This we have to cover. So what is a cover letter? It's a complementing tool to your resume. So whatever you have not included in your resume, right? This is what we discussed last time. What is not included in your resume, we try to cover it in cover letter. Right. So cover letter is a form of narrative. It's a story that you have to tell to the interviewee, to the organization where you are applying. Right. And cover letter will change with every organization that you apply. So let's say everybody in attending today should have a aim of joining somewhere, a company that they want to join, or if you want to start your own business, anything, right? For that, we assume that let us assume that you are applying to a company after completing your BCom or BBA or BCA. You pick the highest position that you want to join, right? You pick the companies that you want to join, and based on it, try to write a cover letter after this session, right? So cover letter is complementing your resume and it's a narrative. It's a storytelling format. So what is purpose of cover letter? It is to restatement your resume, right? Whatever is not part of your resume, you can include it in cover letter and share a story. So that's the purpose. So that the organization, the institution that you want to join is able to understand you at a personal level. Your resume tells more about your professional career, your job, your education, but they are not able to understand your personal part of it, right? And wherever you join, organizations are made of humans and humans are connected with emotions. So your cover letter should cover those aspects where you can connect to somebody at a deeper level. So for that, cover letter is used. So cover letter should include two answers of two questions. Which is why you and why them. So why they should recruit you and why you want to work with that organization. These two questions you should answer in your cover letter. So that's the basic, right? Why you want to work in that organization. So two aspects that should be covered in the cover letter, right? And cover letter is used to make a connection. So I'll come to this slide. So three ways to make a connection. So why a connection is needed? Let's say you're connecting with somebody on social media. Let's say you're connecting with somebody on Facebook or LinkedIn. Why you connect with them, right? And if you're connecting with them, what are the ways you connect with them? Why somebody should talk to you? Why somebody should recruit you? So we are working on the why part, right? So there are three ways that you can get connected. First is you share a story. with their brand and their culture, right? So you are sharing a story that is connecting you with their brand. So now you look at this slide from a cover letter point of view. Cover letter and resumes are a method to sell yourself. So now, what is your sales pitch here? You're sharing a story, a connect from you to the brand that you want to work with. You should tell them how you come, how you have come to learn that they were special among their competitors. What's unique? What's unique about that company? And demonstrate why you value them and the work they do. So this is an introductory paragraph. You're trying to develop a connect, that why you want to work with them. What are the basic values you look in them, right? And why, what's the reason? So you come back to the say this slide, you're answering why them. First part was why you. So what is the qualification? What's the unique thing that you're bringing on table? And why them will include these 3 points, right? So right now you understand what is cover letter. This is the basic. And slowly, because the second year and third year student have to make this, right? So you can keep making notes. So what makes up a cover letter? So this is kind of a cover letter, right? So it should include your name, your address, your date, name, title, organization address. This part is important. So greetings, there has to be an introductory paragraph, a body paragraph, a closing paragraph, and a salutation, right? And if you see, the cover letter will include everything, these 4 points, and these 4 points are very important. I would like to apply to your summer internships for engineering student in 2019. Right. So this is an introductory paragraph. Body part is I'm currently working towards the Bachelor of Science degree in this college, and I'm part of this. So this is a body. Again, this is a body paragraph. My academic program at this emphasizes on doing internship and all these things. And this is a closing remark that I want to work with you as an intern. Right. So this is the method to write a cover letter. Right. So this is paragraph by paragraph what you have to include. One is a opening paragraph. State the position to which you are applying, where you found it, heard about it. So this is the opening paragraph. Then the second paragraph should be academic introduction, the college that you have attended, and let's say this was prepared in context to you, right? Student planning to go for an internship. For them, this was being prepared. So you can write about your academic. Third part is connecting your skills with the job position, the internship that you are applying. And there has to be a conclusion and a formal closing, right? So most of you messaged me why you did not get selected in your internship. And so the reason why I have kept cover letters and your resume building in the summer school, because this is the main reason. What we could observe that most of the students CV didn't got accepted. At CV part only you got rejected. So now we'll improve our mistakes. We'll ensure that everybody has a same template of resume. So today I'm going to send a resume template. Everybody has to prepare in the same format, right? So that will be a Crestas format of resume, right? And in the same way, you have to prepare a cover letter. I'll also share the format in which you have to do. I'll also share this presentation. So you can have this presentation as a reference. So in this, what is important is one, the style in which you are writing, the tone of the letter, the font. So the font that you are using in resume should be the same font you are using for cover letter. And always remember that the resume or any document, the font that you use on all those documents should be a readable font, right? And so there are some psychology linked with fonts. So you can Google and search more about psychology behind font. So there are few fonts like Cambria, Newton Sans, All Sans font, All Calibri font. All these families, Calibri family, Sans family, Nunitos family, Cambria family. So this also has sub fonts. These fonts are very readable to human brain. If any document written in this font, your brain is able to understand it very well. So there is some psychology behind those fonts, right? So you search about this on Google. It's a very interesting topic. So any font that is easily accepted by a human brain, that font you should use it in your cover letter and your resume, because your brain, wherever you're applying, the interview, the selection committee, they have a stress of first identifying the right candidate and again going through lot of data. So you have to make their life easier by making the font easier in which they can understand, right? Just a second. Okay, so this is the font that you should include. So the conclusion is why it matters, because it's a narrative that complements your resume, enhances your qualification to employer for which the cover letter is used. Have a goal in mind. Make sure to address the two main questions, which is why me and why them. These are the main questions that you should address. The key elements that you should include is add depth to your resume. Always tie back to the position for which you are applying, because your resume does not state for which position you are applying, right? But your cover letter will include. So whenever you are sending your resume, the first page should include a cover letter. The practice, the habit that you should make, you should write a cover letter and a resume. Be specific. Highlight specific examples or relevant academic, professional, or personal experience, right? Because that helps the employer connect with you, right? So these are the right skills that you have and for which they want you to join the organization, right? So this is a very key element. So this is all about cover letters. Do you have any doubts you want to ask me?